Your inbox is probably not just an inbox anymore. For a small business owner, freelancer, creator, or agency operator, the inbox is often the center of the entire business. New leads arrive there. Customers ask questions there. Invoices land there. Contractors send updates there. Platforms send alerts there. Clients send approvals there. And buried somewhere between newsletters, receipts, spam, and follow-ups are the few messages that actually need attention today. The problem is not just the number of emails. The problem is that every email asks your brain to make a decision. Is this urgent? Is this a sales opportunity? Is this a support issue? Does this need a reply? Should it become a task? Should it go into the CRM? Should someone else handle it? Can it wait? That decision-making is expensive, not always in money, but in time, focus, and missed opportunities. This is where AI inbox automation becomes useful. Not as a magic system that should send every email for you without supervision. That would be risky for most businesses. But as a practical assistant that can read incoming emails, classify them, summarize them, draft replies, and create tasks in the tools your business already uses. Imagine this. A new email arrives from a potential client asking about pricing. AI identifies it as a sales lead, labels it as high priority, summarizes the request, creates a task for follow-up, adds the contact to your CRM, and drafts a response based on your service details. A customer sends a support question. AI labels it as customer support, checks whether the answer exists in your saved knowledge base, drafts a helpful reply, and creates a ticket if the issue needs human review. An invoice arrives. AI labels it as finance, sends it to the right folder, notifies the person responsible, and creates a reminder before the due date. This is not science fiction. These workflows can already be built with tools like Gmail, Outlook, Zapier, Make, OpenAI, Google Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, Airtable, Notion, Trello, Asana, ClickUp, HubSpot, and many other platforms. But the important question is not whether AI can automate your inbox. The better question is, what should it automate and what should still require a human? Let's break it down. The first layer is sorting. Most inboxes are messy because every message arrives in the same place. A serious lead and a software notification may appear side by side. A client emergency may sit under a promotional email. A renewal notice may disappear under a thread you were copied on but did not need to read. AI can help by reading the subject line, sender, and message body, then assigning the email to categories. For example, sales lead, existing client, support request, invoice, partnership, newsletter, internal update, spam, urgent, low priority, or needs review. This is more powerful than traditional email rules because old rules usually depend on exact keywords or specific senders. AI can understand intent. If someone writes, "We are looking for help setting up automation for our booking process," they may never use the words sales lead, but AI can understand that this is probably a potential customer. If a client says, "The form is not sending notifications anymore," AI can recognize that as a support issue, even if the subject line just says, "Quick question." That classification can trigger useful actions. The email can be labeled in Gmail. It can be moved to a folder in Outlook. It can be forwarded to the right person. It can be added to a shared database. It can trigger a Slack or Teams notification, or it can become a task inside your project management system. The second layer is summarization. Many business emails are longer than they need to be. Some include previous threads, attachments, multiple questions, or unclear requests. AI can create a short summary before you open the full message. For example, potential client asking for website automation pricing, needs estimate by Friday, mentioned current tools, Shopify, MailChimp, and Calendly. That one summary can save time because you can decide faster what deserves attention. For agencies, this becomes even more useful. A client email can be summarized and added to a project card. A team member does not need to read a 12-message thread just to understand the latest request. The third layer is drafting replies. This is where many businesses need to be careful. AI can draft replies quickly, but for important messages, a human should still review before sending. A bad automated reply can damage trust. It can sound generic, misunderstand the request, or make a promise your business cannot keep. The best use case is not fully autonomous sending. The best use case is draft generation. The AI prepares a response in your tone using your saved business information, pricing guidelines, FAQs, policies, and previous examples. Then you review, edit, and send. For example, if a potential client asks about your services, AI can draft a reply that says, "Thanks for reaching out. Based on what you described, we can help with inbox automation, lead routing, and CRM updates." The next step would be a short discovery call. Here is the booking link. If a customer asks a common question, the AI can draft a response from your help documents. If someone requests a meeting, AI can suggest available times or include your scheduling link. If an email needs more information, AI can draft a polite clarification request. The point is not to remove your judgment. The point is to remove the blank page. The fourth layer is task creation. This is where inbox automation starts to change operations. A lot of businesses lose tasks because they live inside emails. Someone asks for a quote. Someone requests a change. Someone reports an issue. Someone sends a document that needs review. If nobody manually converts that email into a task, it can disappear. AI can detect when an email contains an action item and create a task automatically. For example, prepare proposal for Sarah at Brightside Studio by Thursday. That can be added to Asana, ClickUp, Trello, Notion, Todoist, Monday.com, or another system. The task can include the email summary, sender, deadline, link to the original email, and suggested priority. For a creator, this could mean sponsorship inquiries become pipeline tasks. For a freelancer, client revision requests become project tasks. For a local business, appointment requests become follow-up tasks. For an agency, support issues become tickets assigned to the right team member. The inbox becomes less of a storage unit and more of an intake system. Now let's look at a practical workflow. A small web design agency receives around 80 emails per day. Some are leads. Some are existing client updates. Some are hosting alerts. Some are invoices. Some are newsletters. The owner spends the first hour of the day sorting the inbox before doing actual work. With automation, the workflow could look like this. First, every incoming email is scanned. Second, AI classifies the message into categories: lead, client request, support issue, billing, vendor, newsletter, or ignore. Third, high-priority emails are summarized and sent to a dashboard or team channel. Fourth, leads are added to a CRM with the sender name, company, email address, request summary, and source. Fifth, the AI drafts a reply using the agency's standard intake response. Sixth, client requests are converted into tasks in the project management tool. Seventh, finance-related emails are labeled and sent to the correct folder. Eighth, newsletters and low-priority updates are batched for later review. The owner still reviews key replies. The team still handles actual client work. But the repetitive sorting and copying is reduced. The tools depend on your stack. For email, the common starting points are Gmail or Google Workspace, Microsoft Outlook, or Microsoft 365. For automation, tools like Zapier, Make, N8N, or Power Automate can connect the inbox to other apps. For AI, businesses may use OpenAI models, Google Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, Claude, or AI features built into email and productivity tools. For task and project management, common destinations include Trello, Asana, ClickUp, Notion, Monday.com, Airtable, or Todoist. For sales, emails can connect to CRMs like HubSpot, Pipedrive, Salesforce, Zoho, or Airtable-based systems. The simplest version might be, when a new email arrives, AI classifies it, applies a label, and drafts a response. A more advanced version might be, when a lead arrives, AI extracts contact details, adds the lead to a CRM, creates a follow-up task, sends a Slack notification, and drafts a custom reply. Start simple. Automate one category first. A good first automation is lead routing. Another good one is support email classification. Another is turning client requests into tasks. Do not try to automate the entire inbox on day one. That is how mistakes happen. Now, what about cost and benefit? The cost can range from very low to more advanced, depending on volume and tools. Some email platforms already include AI features. Automation platforms may charge based on tasks or operations. AI tools may charge based on usage or subscription level. CRMs and project management tools may have their own pricing. But the benefit is easy to understand. If inbox automation saves 30 minutes a day, that is roughly 10 hours per month. If it saves an hour a day, that can be more than 20 hours per month. For a small business, that time can go back into sales, service delivery, content creation, or strategic work. There's also a second benefit: fewer dropped balls, the missed lead. the forgotten follow-up, the client request buried in a thread, the invoice not reviewed on time. These are operational leaks. AI inbox automation can help catch them earlier. But there are risks. AI can misclassify emails. It can draft inaccurate replies. It can misunderstand tone. It can expose sensitive information if tools are not configured carefully. It can create too many tasks if the rules are not specific. And if you let it send emails without review, it can create real communication problems. So use guardrails. First, keep human approval for important replies. Second, test with labels and drafts before enabling actions. Third, define clear categories. Fourth, avoid sending sensitive data into tools you do not trust or have not reviewed. Fifth, log what the automation does so you can audit mistakes. Sixth, build fallback rules for messages the AI is uncertain about. A category like needs human review is important. And seventh, update your prompts and workflows as your business changes. The future of inbox automation is not just cleaner email. It is the rise of the AI operations assistant. Today, it sorts and drafts. Soon, for many businesses, it will coordinate follow-ups, update records, schedule meetings, generate proposals from email context, detect customer churn signals, and summarize the week's most important conversations. But the winning businesses will not be the ones that blindly automate everything. They will be the ones that design careful systems. AI handles the repetitive intake. Humans handle judgment, relationships, and exceptions. Your inbox is one of the best places to begin because it touches almost every part of the business. If you want to start, choose one simple workflow this week. For example, classify new emails into 5 categories, or draft replies for common inquiries, or turn client requests into tasks. Measure how much time it saves, then expand from there. The goal is not to have an empty inbox for the sake of productivity. The goal is to build a business that responds faster, misses less, and spends more time on valuable work. Subscribe for daily videos on how AI and automation are changing business.